The Il-114-300, a new regional turboprop aircraft from Russia, is moving closer to a major milestone. Certification testing is approaching completion as regional authorities begin preparing for its future deployment. The aircraft recently became the focus of an important working visit to the Lukovitsy Aviation plant in the Moscow region. The visit was led by Arkhangelsk Region Governor Alexander Tsibulsky, together with senior regional officials. The delegation also included executives from the 2nd Arkhangelsk United Aviation Squadron and officials responsible for regional transport development. During the visit, they met engineers and managers from Aviation and the United Aircraft Corporation. Altitude Addicts, the YouTube channel presenting this analysis, explains that the discussions focused on the aircraft's readiness for serial production. They also evaluated its suitability for operations in Arctic environments. The Il-114-300 is intended to become a core aircraft in Russia's regional aviation network. It is designed specifically for routes connecting northern cities and remote communities. Many of these destinations have limited airport infrastructure and extremely challenging climates. For such regions, aviation is often the only reliable form of transportation. To understand the significance of this aircraft, it helps to look at its origins. The Il-114-300 is a modernized version of the earlier Il-114 aircraft developed during the late Soviet period. Although the original aircraft entered service in the 1990s, it was produced only in small numbers. The new variant has been extensively redesigned to meet modern aviation standards. Altitude Addicts explains that the aircraft continues the legacy of Soviet regional airliners such as the Il-14. Those aircraft once formed the backbone of regional transportation across vast Soviet territories. According to chief designer Mikhail Alexeyev, the new aircraft preserves that tradition of reliability. However, it also introduces modern aerodynamics and improved efficiency. Updated avionics systems and improved engines have been incorporated into the design. These upgrades ensure that the aircraft meets modern operational requirements. Altitude Addicts notes that the aircraft is specifically designed for operations in remote regions. Many airports in northern Russia lack sophisticated infrastructure. Because of this, the aircraft must be capable of operating independently of complex ground facilities. This requirement shaped many aspects of its design. One of the most important capabilities of the Il-114-300 is its ability to operate from small or undeveloped airfields. The aircraft can use relatively short runways compared with many other regional aircraft. This makes it suitable for Arctic and Siberian airports that cannot accommodate larger jet aircraft. Many of these airfields have limited infrastructure and equipment. Altitude Addicts explains that the aircraft includes an onboard auxiliary power unit. This system generates electricity when the aircraft is on the ground. It can also provide heating and air conditioning without relying on airport equipment. This capability is extremely important for remote locations. Testing has already demonstrated the aircraft's ability to operate in harsh environments. During trials in Yakutia, the aircraft was serviced outdoors at temperatures as low as -40 degrees Celsius. These tests confirmed that the aircraft could function without the protection of hangar facilities. Such reliability is critical for Arctic operations. Altitude Addicts explains that reliability and simplicity were major design goals for the aircraft. Chief designer Alexeyev even compared the aircraft to a mechanical alarm clock. This comparison highlights the aircraft's reliance on straightforward mechanical control systems. Many functions are designed to remain operable even if electrical systems fail. This philosophy increases reliability in remote regions with limited maintenance facilities. It also simplifies servicing for regional airlines. Another key aspect of the program is domestic production. The IL-114-300 is produced entirely using Russian components. Altitude Addicts explains that this approach is part of Russia's broader effort to build a fully domestic aviation industry. International sanctions have increased the importance of technological independence. Final assembly of the aircraft takes place at the Lukovitsy Aviation Plant, named after P.A. Voronin. Major structures, such as wings, are also produced there. Additional components are manufactured at other aerospace facilities across Russia. These include avionics systems and structural assemblies. Altitude Addicts notes that the aircraft's engines are produced by the Klimov Design Bureau. These modern turboprop engines deliver strong performance while maintaining good fuel efficiency. The aircraft also uses 6-bladed propellers manufactured domestically. This further strengthens the program's independence from foreign suppliers. The certification process for the IL-114-300 is now nearing its final stages. According to Ilyushin Managing Director Daniil Brennerman, most of the primary testing program was completed during the year 2025. Current tests are expanding the aircraft's operational envelope. These tests verify performance under additional environmental conditions. Altitude Addicts explains that testing includes flights in severe cold and natural icing environments. Such tests are essential for aircraft operating in northern climates. One of the upcoming phases of testing will take place in the Arkhangelsk region. Here, the aircraft will fly in natural frost conditions typical of Arctic aviation. These trials will confirm that the aircraft can safely operate in icy conditions. Ice accumulation is a common hazard in northern aviation. Once certification is complete, the aircraft will be ready for serial production. This will allow airlines to begin introducing the aircraft into service. Altitude Addicts explains that the aircraft's interior can be configured in multiple ways. Passenger capacity can range from approximately 12 to 66 seats. This flexibility allows airlines to adapt the aircraft for different route demands. Short regional routes may require fewer seats. The aircraft cabin uses a 4-seat per row layout. This design balances passenger comfort with efficient use of space. The platform can also support cargo operations or mixed passenger-cargo missions. This versatility is valuable for remote communities. The Arkhangelsk region sees the aircraft as an opportunity to strengthen its aviation network. Regional authorities are planning future routes using the aircraft. Altitude Addicts reports that the 2nd Arkhangelsk Aviation Squadron signed a memorandum of intent with United Aircraft Corporation in the year 2025. The agreement covers leasing 2 IL-114-300 aircraft. These aircraft could connect Arkhangelsk with cities such as Murmansk, Naryan Mar, Petrozavodsk, and St. Petersburg. Additional regional routes are also being considered. Flights to the city of Kotlas and the Solovetsky Islands are among the proposals. These connections could greatly improve transportation access. Governor Sobolski has described the plan as part of a strategy to create an aviation hub in the Western Arctic. Improved air links could strengthen tourism and economic development. Altitude Addicts notes that the Solovetsky Islands already attract large numbers of tourists during summer months. However, flights to the islands are often fully booked. Additional aircraft capacity could help meet growing tourism demand. Regional subsidies may also support certain routes. Another motivation for the program is replacing aging aircraft still used by regional airlines. Many carriers continue to operate Soviet-era aircraft, such as the An-24 and An-26. Although these aircraft have proven durable, they are becoming outdated and harder to maintain. The IL-114-300 is intended to replace them. Altitude Addicts explains that the aircraft will also compete with foreign turboprop aircraft that previously served Russian airlines. A domestic alternative strengthens the long-term stability of regional aviation. The program is therefore closely tied to Russia's broader aviation strategy. That strategy focuses on rebuilding domestic aircraft manufacturing. Regional aviation is especially important in a country with enormous distances and limited road infrastructure in many areas. For many communities, aviation is not a luxury but a lifeline. Altitude Addicts concludes that if serial production begins as planned, the Il-114-300 could become one of the most important aircraft in Russia's regional fleet. Its combination of reliability, flexibility, and domestic production makes it well suited for some of the most challenging aviation environments on Earth.
This year, we are significantly broadening the anticipated operating conditions. In February, we successfully conducted tests in Yakutsk under extreme frost. Next week, we are organizing an expedition to Arkhangelsk to test flights in natural icing conditions.
I have repeatedly said that it is made specifically for airfields that are not burdened by infrastructure. But they were in Yakutsk, and we served her outside at a temperature of -40 calmly without burning coal. There is no need for maintenance from below, no. Shooting nothing stream ends are only needed to service the engine because the screws are large and the engine had to be raised higher.
And that 14300 is a new perspective project that we are all looking forward to. In the near future, the aircraft will arrive at our base and we will get acquainted with the process of certification regarding the operation of the aircraft equipment system directly in our region.
If you liked the video, please subscribe, share, and like. Also, please take the membership of Altitude Addicts to encourage us.